Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys Nation, we have some breaking news coming out of Dallas, and it's a tough pill to swallow for fans. If you're a die-hard Cowboys supporter, you might want to take a deep breath, because this one is going to hurt. One of the biggest stars in the NFL, generational talent, the heart and soul of the Dallas Cowboys defense, Micah Parsons, could be on his way out. That's right, folks. There are rumblings, whispers, and growing speculation that the Cowboys may be preparing for life without their superstar linebacker. Stick with us as we break down everything you need to know about this shocking development. But before we dive deep, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss any breaking Cowboys news. Now, let's get into it. Micah Parsons has been nothing short of a revelation since being drafted by the Cowboys in 2021. From day one, he proved that he was not just an elite talent, but a game-changing force capable of dominating offenses week in and week out. Whether lining up at linebacker or rushing off the edge, Parsons quickly became the face of the Cowboys' defense, drawing comparisons to some of the greatest defenders in NFL history. His ability to disrupt plays, force turnovers, and strike fear into opposing quarterbacks made him a fan favorite and a cornerstone of the franchise. But despite all of his success, things in the NFL are never simple, and the business side of football always finds a way to shake things up. So why would the Cowboys even consider parting ways with a talent like Micah Parsons? Well, there are a few key factors at play here. First and foremost, money talks. And in today's NFL, superstar defenders command massive contracts. Parsons is still on his rookie deal, but the time is fast approaching when Dallas will have to make a long-term financial commitment to keep him. We're talking about a potential contract that could make him the highest-paid defensive player in league history. Another major factor in this situation is team dynamics and future planning. Dallas has some tough roster decisions to make. The team needs to think about re-signing other key players, reinforcing areas of weakness, and making sure they have a balanced, competitive squad. We've seen it time and time again. NFL teams often have to make difficult choices, even if it means parting ways with elite players. Could Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office see this as an opportunity to trade Parsons for a massive haul of draft picks or other assets? It's a scenario that, while painful, isn't out of the question. There's also the question of whether Micah Parsons himself is happy in Dallas. Over the past year, there have been whispers that Parsons wants more say in his role within the defense. He has expressed frustrations at times, whether it's with scheme decisions, coaching, or the lack of deep playoff success. We all know Parsons is a competitor at heart. He wants to win, and if he feels like the Cowboys aren't maximizing his potential or putting him in the best position to succeed, he could start exploring other options. Let's not forget how common it is for star players to take control of their own destiny in today's league. So where could Parsons go if he does leave the Cowboys? Well, that's where things get really interesting. There are several teams around the league that would be eager to bring in a player of his caliber. A defensive powerhouse looking to add one final piece to a Super Bowl puzzle? A rebuilding team willing to pay top dollar for a franchise-changing defender? There are plenty of possibilities, and the trade market for Parsons would be absolutely wild. We're talking about teams willing to offer multiple first-round picks, impact players, and a boatload of cap space just to bring him in. Whether it's teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, or even a dark horse candidate, you can be sure that any team in need of defensive dominance would jump at the opportunity to sign him. But before Cowboys fans start panicking, let's also consider the possibility that this is all just noise. It wouldn't be the first time rumors spread like wildfire only for a player to ultimately stay put. The Cowboys have repeatedly stated their commitment to keeping Parsons, and they know just how valuable he is to their success. If Jerry Jones and the front office can make the numbers work, they will likely do everything in their power to keep their defensive superstar in Dallas for the long haul. But in the NFL, nothing is ever guaranteed. This situation could change in an instant, and that's why we're keeping a close eye on every development. Another factor to weigh is whether Shedeur Sanders actually wants to play in Dallas. While it seems like a dream scenario for Cowboys fans, there's been no indication that Shedeur or Dion are pushing for this move. Dion has been adamant that his son will only play for a team that truly values him. If Dallas isn't willing to commit to Shedeur fully and build around him, there's a chance they may not even be on his radar. The NFL draft process is unpredictable, and Shedeur may end up favoring another situation where he can develop without the immense pressure of following in his father's footsteps in Dallas. There's also the financial aspect. If the Cowboys do move on from Dak, they need to decide how they will allocate their resources. Would drafting Shedeur allow them to invest more in their offensive line? Could they use the savings from Dak's contract to build a better overall roster? These are the kinds of calculations that will factor into Jerry Jones' decision-making process. The Cowboys have always been a team that loves making big, bold moves, and bringing in Shedeur would certainly fit that mold. But is it the right move? The truth is, we won't have a clear answer until we see how the next season plays out. If Dak leads Dallas to an NFC championship or beyond, it's hard to see the Cowboys moving on from him. But if they suffer another early playoff exit, the noise around replacing Dak will only grow louder. And with Shedeur Sanders potentially sitting there in the draft, the storyline will only gain momentum. At the end of the day, Cowboys fans just want to see their team succeed. They want to bring home another Lombardi trophy, and they want to see their stars stay in Dallas. Micah Parsons has been a game changer, a player capable of leading the Cowboys to the promised land. But whether or not that happens in a Cowboys uniform remains to be seen. This is a developing story, and we will be following it every step of the way. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on this massive Cowboys news. And as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Should the Cowboys do whatever it takes to keep Micah Parsons? Or is a trade the right move for the team's future? Sound off below, and we'll see you in the next one.